What is your name?
My name is David Koyu.
Sevit Koyu or David Koyu?
David Koyu, sir.
David. Okay. So you can remove your mask so that we see you. Take it out completely, maybe put in your pocket. You are currently assistant professor at Government Model Degree College, Thane.
Yes, sir.
What do you teach there?
Sir, currently I'm teaching history.
History. History has been your subject,
Yes, sir.
right? And when did you do your post-graduation? Did you do post-graduation?
Yes, sir. I have completed my post-graduation in 2016.
2016.
Yes, sir.
And then UGC NET also you qualified, right?
Yes.
This junior research fellowship.
Yes,
And
sir.
through which you are selected for this position, assistant professor, right?
The permanent post or
It is a permanent post under Government of Arunachal Pradesh.
It is permanent.
Yes, sir.
You want to switch over to civil services.
Civil service. Yes, sir.
why?
Sir, yes, I like my job, but I feel that I can have this one bigger exposure in civil services. It will give me this one experiences like to work with public. Now, currently I'm working with the students, so this will give me a bigger background.
You are a teacher of history, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell in brief, in 4 or 5 sentences,
Yes, sir.
or maybe 10 sentences, quickly, the history of Arunachal Pradesh?
History of Arunachal Pradesh. So the history of Arunachal Pradesh, as we know, goes back to ancient Mahabharata also. In Mahabharata and Ramayana, it has been this land was known as Kirathas, and also in Puranas also there is reference about the mountains like Prabhu Kuthar. It refers
Okay,
to.
so from ancient you have to go to medieval and then to modern quickly.
Yes, sir. Then in medieval history we find references about Arunachal in some of the Assamese works like the royal works like Buranjis, where there is mainly reference about tribal depredations into the plains. Coming to modern India, modern history, we see Arunachal Pradesh coming to light after the coming of British, mainly after Anglo-Boer War in 1911. And it was declared as a frontier, this one area in 1954, NEFA. Then it attained statehood in 1987.
NEFA was declared or it was designated by the British people or the Indian government?
It was designated by Indian government.
Indian government.
1954.
But I thought British
Sir,
already they had given this name.
Yes, sir. So it was under the British, it was frontier tract, if I am not wrong. Then under Government of India, it was changed to NEFA, not Frontier Agencies.
Okay, आपका हिस्ट्री में स्पेशलाइजेशन ऑफ एनी फील्ड?
Sir, modern India.
Difference between modern India and freedom struggle. What is difference between freedom struggle and modern India?
So the difference, freedom struggle mainly considers part of modern India.
From which date can you define it?
So basically, when we refer to this Savarkar's, V.D. Savarkar work, like India's first struggle for independence,
In 1857.
1857. But sir, we cannot like have a watertight compartment about this. Like modern day starts from this year, something like that.
Okay.
What has been the role of Arunachal Pradesh in the freedom struggle? Any freedom fighters from this area?
Recently, this government has taken some initiative to start this one to write down history of freedom struggle of Arunachal Pradesh. Like there is one river, I have forgotten the name, but a person with river from this.
Yesterday,
Yes, sir.
day after yesterday,
Yes,
I think one person has inaugurated some books.
Yes, sir.
Pema Khandu has appreciated that he has written some book and he has also mentioned the name of the freedom fighter from Arunachal Pradesh. So उस book का क्या नाम है? What is the name of that book and what is the name of that book?
Sorry, sir.
Sani ji,
Yes.
please ask. आप क्वेश्चन ले सकते हैं.
पॉलिटिक्स से ले लेते हैं.
हाँ, कोई भी टॉपिक, एनी टॉपिक विद कंफर्ट.
what are the ideals and aspirations in the framework? Can you take name? What are the words mentioned in ideals and aspirations in the framework?
Sorry, sir. No,
What is the meaning of ideals and inspiration mentioned in our preamble?
Preamble, sir. Mainly, sir, we draw this one to cherish. Sorry, sir.
What is the source of our constitution?
Source of the constitution.
Yeah.
Sir, constitution has been derived from three sources. One is definitely Government of India in 1935, and also from British parliaments. Most of them has been taken from British parliament, as also from Japan, America, Canada, and Australian constitution.
Saniji, question?
Yes, right. How many types of democracy?
Democracy.
What are
Sorry,
different types of democracy?
sorry, sir.
No idea, types of democracy.
No, sorry, sir.
What type of? Yes.
What is difference between legal rights and fundamental rights?
So fundamental rights are basically the rights which a human needs to live with dignity. But legal rights is basically it is right that is a statute that is found in the law.
Okay. Can you give the exact definition of fundamental right?
Sorry, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Any more
The
questions?
right to vote is a fundamental right.
Right to
Right
Right
to
to food is a fundamental right.
right to food.
Yes, right to food is a fundamental right or not?
sir, I think right to food should be a fundamental right under Article 21, which is right to life.
Right to health is a fundamental right or not?
Yes, sir. Under the National Food Security Act 2013, it has been made as one fundamental right, sir.
There are how many rivers?
How that can become fundamental right? Yes.
Sir, access to
That
yes, sir.
how that can become fundamental right?
So access to food has been designated as basic part of national food security, sir.
तो अभी कोविड के समय
That will
में
be legal rights. If the rights comes to a law, that is legal rights. That can't be fundamental rights. How will we, using the knowledge of history, to become a good legislator? How will knowledge of history, whatever they have made,
Yes, sir.
to become a good legislator? And second the question, yes?
Yes, sir. So basically, history is about this one critical understanding to knowledge. History is mostly about the reconstruction of past, where you can draw lessons. So basically, as a person who is trained in history, I can really take decisions which after critical appraisal of the situation. Also, it gives me history has given me a great insight into cultural variations, many myriad of cultures that is in India. So the cultural chauvinism that is there as an administration, which we in as an administration, I have to take objective decisions. So history can be a really great subject in it.
What can you learn from Maurya administration? Maurya administration, what can you learn?
Maurya administration, sir. So Maurya administration was given by Kautilya in his Arthashastra. So basically, it was more about efficiency in government, mobilizing the resources and use it efficiently for government.
Do you know about good governance?
Yes, sir. Kautilya.
Okay, India talks about good governance. What teacher said about good governance?
Sorry, sir. I don't have idea.
Okay, sir. Sir,
Okay. In medieval history,
Sir.
which market system was best? Yeah,
Market system.
How many market systems were there?
and which was best?
Sorry, sir.
Who made Grand Trunk Road?
It was built by Sir Sasri.
From which place to which place?
Approximately it was from Agra to West Bengal.
Agra to West Bengal.
Yes, sir.
Right now, is it existing or not?
Right think it is there, sir.
What is the number of national highway of Itanagar?
Sorry, sir.
National highways, they are given numbers.
Yes, sir.
So Itanagar also has a national highway.
Yes, sir.
What is the number given?
Sorry, sir.
30?
430.
430. 13 they come with us.
430. Okay, if you will come in civil services, being as a scholar of history as well as the professor of history,
Yes, sir.
how can you utilize your knowledge?
So basically, I have experiences at the ground level with students coming from different backgrounds. So it has given me this communication skills to deal with different students, so that I can use in the ground to communicate with. As a FACS officer, I will be working in the ground level, so that experience will come handy.
What are the 5 problems of Arunachal Pradesh?
So first, one of the major problem is corruption that is imbued in the society.
Okay.
Now corruption has reached to a level where it has been institutionalized. Then secondly,
People say that in Arunachal there is institutionalized corruption.
yes, sir.
What is the meaning of this?
Institutionalized corruption is corruption which is now has taken deep roots, where it is present in every department or every section of society.
So what will be the measures will you take after becoming a PCS officer?
So as an FACS officer, I will try to maintain integrity in administration. I
It
will
is,
see that. Yes, sir.
it is better to be a part, become a part of that so that you don't feel the problem. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
It is better to be a part of that system so that you don't feel the problem. Do you understand what I am saying?
Yes, sir.
Or
So, becoming part of society, becoming part of the system will only hamper the development of our state.
but most of the people they do that.
Yes, sir. But as a young,
Usually-
young aspirant of civil servant, I have to revise way to come out from.
Okay, in which tribal community do you belong?
Sir, hello.
Galo.
Yes, sir.
Which
But your name appears to be Christian. So
Yes,
are you Christian?
Yes, sir.
And tribe also.
Tribal also. Yes, sir.
originally they are tribes, then they are Christian.
So
भारत
which
में तो सारे
religion?
के सारे लोग पहले ट्राइब्स ही है ना.
Yes, sir.
So which religion you belong to?
Sir,
Christianity.
Yes, sir.
Since what time? How many generations?
Sir, 2-3 generations.
2-3.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think.
Any more questions आने जी?
Right, sir?
ठीक है. Okay, now.
You stay outside, we will call you back.
Yes, sir.
Maybe in 2 minutes.